the founders of the process model, and I'm going to take a few minutes just to talk to you about the basic concepts of this process map or process model. These are going to be the stages that we help clients move through in order to get to completion, to get to resolution, to get to healing. At each one of these stages, the therapist has invitations that they might invite the client to do that will help them move through these stages. It's not that we need them to, it's we invite them to. And I just noticed over the years, these are the stages that lead to healing. People can take them or not. I'm here to invite them. So the first stage is presenting. Clients getting into the moment right now, in this here and now, not about the story, not about the past, not about the future, right now, and invite a client to be right now. That's sometimes pretty difficult, and a lot of people aren't trained. Some invitation and some willingness on the part of the client to be in the moment. Once they're in the moment, it's important for them to know the experience, the introspection, the experience they're having right now. Because it's only when they're connected to that experience that they can decide, well, I like it and I don't like it. Well, that's guidance telling me this is not for me. Well, that's guidance telling me this is not for me. So until I can connect, introspect, find my internal experience, I can't use it for guidance. I can't change it. It's just something I want to have charge over if I can, so I have to be able to identify it. All right, then we're going to invite them into the stage of connecting to that experience and feeling it in their bodies and thinking it in their heads and feeling it in their emotions, getting connected to that feeling, that experience, so that they are not only aware of it, but they actually have a sense of ownership of it, which brings us to our next stage. Because a lot of clients may not want to own that experience as theirs, or they may say, that's not my experience, or that's my experience as being indoctrinated in me, or that's the experience that someone else is responsible for creating in me. And until we can help the client own that they're creating that experience, they can't change it. The good news is when you're having an experience and you own it, you can change it. So that's the fourth step, to get to ownership. The next step is to get even deeper and deeper into the experience. Once you've owned it and you've connected with it and you experience it, you have to play it to its end. You have to play the experience out to its completion. That's why it's hard and scary for some people, because nobody wants to go back into the wound or back into the trauma or back into the negative experience, because they don't believe they can come out on the other side. And they can't come out on the other side unless they step into it. It's like, here's the storm, I feel the storm, I'm stepping into the storm. I've got to step into the storm, and I've got to stand by and survive the storm without changing it. That's me moving into and through the storm out the other side. When I do move out the other side, I'll be transcended through the storm. I'll be able to hold this space for the storm, and I can say, okay, that's the storm, the wound raging in me, and I'm this container and I can hold it. And it doesn't define me anymore. It doesn't control me anymore. It's still here maybe. It still wants to invite me. And yet I sense a bigger place to stand where I can hold it and allow it to play itself out. Because allowance is the key to healing. And resistance is the key to not healing. So all of these stages require allowing the presenting of the experience, the introspection of it, the connection to the experience, the owning, the deepening, the transcending. All of those stages, as they occur, I get closer and closer to completion. I get closer and closer to getting past or getting into a new perspective. What I'm really doing is I'm self-actualizing, I'm self-fulfilling, I'm expanding consciousness. And I think that's the goal of all therapists, not to help people get better and heal so much as to expand their consciousness, their self-realization, their empowerment, so they can be in charge of their experience rather than letting the indoctrinated experiences or their inserted experiences guide them. So these are some of the basic steps we use. Thanks.